Patrick is looking for a second date update. He had a date with a lady named Georgia, and we're going to try to reconnect those two. Hi, Patrick.
Hey, guys. How are you doing?
Good.
Doing great. Thanks for asking.
Good.
So how'd you meet Georgia? How'd that all come about?
I met her online, and we connected, and we seemed to really hit it off. And so we set up a date, and I thought it was pretty amazing. I mean, she was attractive, she was smart, she was funny, and I mean, I might have looked like a goob, but the whole time we were out to dinner, I mean, I had a smile on my face the entire time. It was fantastic, and I don't know, I've dated a lot of people, especially on these apps, and usually it's a disaster, but it's rare that I feel a connection like that.
Right.
So we went to dinner, and it was fantastic. I've gotten in the habit of splitting the bill on dates, but this time, because I felt like it was going well, I took the check, I covered it, I'm invested. The date ended, we got to our cars, we shook hands. I initiated that because I didn't want her to feel awkward or anything. So I don't know, maybe that was a thing, but it was great. I told her I'd love to see her again, and she said I should reach out, and I have, but I haven't heard anything at all.
Well, I know that feeling, like when you're kind of smitten with someone. I think I don't think I'm very good at hiding it. I think my wife, or probably anybody who I've seriously dated, will tell you I love the word you use, goob. Because I think that's kind of what I turn into, when I'm obviously attracted to someone. But I got to ask you, is it customary now in dating to split the check? Because I see so much stuff online from women who are like, if he hesitates or if he wants to split the check, you should just say next.
But, if you're out there, go ahead.
I feel like usually it feels like an empowering thing to me that I'm not, we're not filling the traditional roles. But also, if the date's not going very well, I don't really want to fork over if I know it's not going to last.
Go anywhere.
That's so funny.
I mean, I feel bad. I see both sides of this, but I do feel bad for guys, especially if you're getting out there and you're dating a lot. If you're going out a couple times a week or even, once a week, and you're going to nice restaurants and you're expected to pick up the bill, it's going to cost you small fortune, know? I think a woman can pay for her own food.
Yeah, she's earned that, right? Right?
Yes.
And if she's having a really great time, she can pay for the whole thing.
Look at you feeding the monster. I love it. Okay, great description. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll call Georgia and see what her true thoughts were on Patrick and her date with him as Second Date Update continues. Met Georgia online, and after connecting, they set up a dinner date, which Patrick's been on enough of these to really appreciate it when it goes well. And boy, he really seemed to like just about everything about her, and the chemistry felt very easy, very effortless. I love his description. Like, I love how he kind of calls himself a goob just by the fact that I think he was so taken with her. At least he was self-aware enough to realize he might have been acting like a little bit of a goob, as sometimes people do when they're smitten with someone.
Sure.
I mean, you've known me for a long time.
Yeah.
Have you ever caught me in an unguarded moment where you saw me maybe acting a little silly or goofy around someone that I was clearly attracted to? Can you cite any examples?
Yeah. You just get so honed in, and everything you're just so charmed by them that there's this laughter and you're throwing your head back and the over something that they said that really wasn't that funny. And you get googly eyed and.
All right, but isn't that like what women do when they're attracted to, they laugh at a guy's dumb jokes.
We can be equally as guilty as it. Absolutely.
So, Patrick, you would say you were maybe acting that way around Georgia because you were that attracted to her?
Yeah, I was. I mean, it was pretty ridiculous. I felt like I was laughing at everything she was saying, even when she was just like deciding what to order. It was
oh my God, that's so great that you ordered it.
That's funny.
I love zucchini strips too.
Zucchini's the best.
Don't you just love it?
That's funny.
And I wonder how flattering it is too, like when you're the recipient of that.
Yeah.
What must that be like?
Oh, honey, it's been so long, I couldn't tell you. I probably would know. No, I would have no idea.
All right, let's call Georgia.
Hello?
Hi, is this Georgia?
Yeah, this is Georgia. Who's
Oh
this?
my
Hi,
God, you are so
Georgia.
funny.
You are the cutest.
What?
We just love you.
What?
You are freaking adorable.
So adorbs.
Okay, thanks. Who is this?
It's Georgia, it's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you this morning?
I'm in shock. What is happening right now? I'm on my way to work.
Well, we'll try to make this short.
We'll make it short.
Okay.
Someone called us and said a lot of nice things about you this morning.
Okay.
Any idea?
I don't know. Like my best friend? I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty awesome, but who called you to tell you all those nice
Oh, I love that. That's also really funny. You remember your date with Patrick?
Oh my God. Patrick called you?
Yes.
Wow, I'm surprised that dude called you because I did not paint him as the type at all, but
Why? What
Okay.
kind of type does Patrick strike you as?
kind of cheap.
Cheap? Oh, boy. I thought he picked up the tab.
Listen, he's quirky. I'm okay with quirky, but cheap I'm just not good with. I've been a server myself, so I know what it's like. And when, oh God, when the check came, he was like Picasso. He was drawing all kinds of things on that check. And I'm watching him and I'm like, what is he doing? And I guess he was doing all kinds of math because he gave exactly 15%. He figured out the math, like to the penny.
Oh,
To the penny.
okay.
And he's doing all this long math on the check, you know, to show the server, like, hey, I gave you a fair tip. But, like, I'm talking long math. I'm talking like it took him a few minutes to get there. So, I don't know. First of all, dude, use your iPhone, 1. 2, really? To the penny? I've been a server in my past to get through college, and it's not an easy job. And, people kind of treat you like crap. And our waiter was great. So I almost went back, honestly, to leave more, but I stopped myself. So
Oh,
yeah, I don't do cheap, and
That's
I
funny
don't
that
do
he did
desperate.
long
I
math,
really-
though, to like prove to show. He showed his work. Remember, you used to have to do
just want
that?
you to, I
have
just
to
want
show
you to
your work.
see how I arrived at
Uh-huh.
this.
it was very strange. And
Wow.
you nice guy, but I have no interest in talking to him again. That's why I kind of just cooled it. I mean, it's a shame because we had a good conversation, but that to me was a no-go for me.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got
Mhm.
Patrick on the line. I'd like him to respond to this. Patrick, you still there?
Yeah, I'm a bit confused. I thought 15% was a good tip.
15% is not really what it should be. It should be 20%.
They
honestly,
say it's
like, hey,
15 to 20%.
Yeah.
No? I mean, we've read that in 2 stories
Yeah.
here just
Yeah,
recently.
but who's writing that? All the people that are actually dining at the restaurant or the servers? You know what I mean? Like, who actually made that range? 15% is nothing. The cost of living has gone up. Even if somebody's not the best server, like, people have bad days.
Right.
I just think it's just not okay. And how someone treats, I don't want to say the help, but the people that serve them, people at the grocery store that check them out, like, that is a sign of someone's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Patrick, you're a nice guy. I don't know what your financial situation is, but like $5 more wouldn't have hurt you. And so for me, it's a no-go.
Did you feel that the service you received that night from your server was exceptional? Would you say it was outstanding?
So the waiter was a nice guy. I thought he gave us really good service. He knew his stuff. I felt the food came pretty quickly. So it wasn't exceptional. I mean, I couldn't remember the guy's name,
Yeah.
but, he gave us good service. Patrick, you're a nice guy. You're a little quirky. Thanks for picking up the tab, but no.
What I find interesting is the long math on the bill.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the part.
The reason I did the long math is because, and this is my personal pet peeve, at every restaurant I've ever gone to, they give you the bill and then they say, here's what you can tip. And it starts at 18% and then it's like 22% and then another random number like 27%. And I went, 18% seems like a lot. So let me take the bill and then let me do 15%. And the way that I always do it on the thing is like, you do the little division symbol and then you carry the one and
Right.
I can visualize it and I got it down to 15%.
But down to the penny, guys. Is
Yeah.
it down to the penny? And bro, just use your iPhone next time. Like, I appreciate the old school math, but just make life easy. I mean, we were literally in mid-conversation. You could have just been like, hold on, let me do the math quick. But you were drawing all over that thing. I didn't know what you were doing. So just have a little decency. And Patrick, hopefully on your next date, you'll think twice about giving a 15% tip.
All right, not a
Okay.
match. Sorry, Patrick. And thank
All
you,
right.
Georgia.
Yeah,
All right,
take
bye.
care.
Take it easy. Bye.
Bye.